Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another book haul video for the month of March, and honestly March has been an extremely busy month for me personally, but in terms of my book mail experience it has been a very not busy month. But let's just jump right into it. So let's first start off with my book box. As always, I picked the young adult fiction as well as women's fiction, and obviously they came with the non-bookish item. And for this time around I got a candle. It's from Mirror Woods, I hope I pronounced that right. It's redwood, champaka, and fern, and it kind of smells like, I don't really know how to describe this smell. I smelled it the other day and I was like, this smells like that, but I forgot what I said. But I think it smells pretty good. My coworker did not like this smell, however. But anyway, I'm pretty excited for this one because I always like candles and I'm always on the hunt for nice candles, especially ones that smells good. I think this one smells pretty good. The next item that I received was a young adult fiction pick, and that is 12 Steps to Normal by Farah Penn. And I have no idea what this one is about, but apparently it says on top that James Patterson presents, so I'm not sure if this is from him or like he's somehow related to this book. I'm not sure, but I don't know why it says James Patterson presents on there when he's not the author. I'm not really sure about that. But according to this bookmark, it says,
Farah Penn's clever debut novel follows the story of a teenage girl, Kira, rebuilding her relationship with her father, a recovering alcoholic, while trying to get back her old life with her school friends. Like any teenager or recovering alcoholic, the characters are flawed but relatable. We love this realistic look at a young girl caught up in her parents' problem and how she discovers who her real family is. This book has been signed by the author.
And yes, it has. Oh, okay, so apparently on top it says forward by James Patterson. Is this related at all to like the author James Patterson? Maybe, I'm not sure. I will have to look into this because on the bottom it says Jimmy Patterson books, so I'm not sure how this is like related, and Jimmy is a nickname for James. Anyways, I have no idea why this. Anyways, moving along. According to the letter, it says,
Hi readers, I hope you enjoy 12 Steps to Normal. It's a book about forgiveness and change, friendships and struggles, first loves and second loves, and how sometimes coming back home makes you a whole lot stronger. Thank you so much for checking it out.
So I'm pretty excited for this book. I never heard of this book before, so I don't really know what to expect, but regardless, I would definitely check this out and review it on this channel. So the next book that I received is the women's fiction pick, and that is Bachelor Girl by Kim Van Alkemade. I hope I pronounced that name right. And according to the bookmark, as always, it says,
We love Kim Van Alkemade's Orphan Number 8, so this new book from her piqued our interest immediately. Instead of a girl, we now have a young woman maneuvering through the jazz age while facing death, scandal, and love. Helen Winthrop seems to be living our dreams. She inherits Yankee Stadium and millions of dollars after her wealthy older friend dies. But how close were they really, and why were they even friends? While this mystery plays a key role in the story, at its heart, this is a novel about identity and acceptance. On top of all that, it's based on a true story.
That definitely is interesting. I love books that's based on true stories that have this like fictional element to it, but has that realistic sense as well. So I'm pretty excited for that. And as always, the author's letter says,
Dear reader, thank you for spending time with Bachelor Girl, a story of love and secrets that will take you back in time to Jazz Age, New York City, where a mysterious inheritance sets off a surprising chain of events. Enjoy! Also, I like how this book is set in New York City. I always love books when they're set in your city or your state, because then you can, as I stated in a different video, you can actually go and check out the places sometimes if it's realistic. If it's like set in reality, you can sometimes go and check out the place and see if what the author, you know, like had like named a restaurant or a bar. You can go and check it out for yourself. But I think for this one, because it's set in the historical fiction, I don't think I'll be able to do that, but I still would am interested to see how this story plays out. And according to this, I could have gotten, if I had picked mystery, I could have gotten If I Die Tonight by Allison Galen, which looks pretty interesting too. Or the nonfiction, which is The Measure of My Powers. I'm not sure who the author is because it's like super small.
but that's a nonfiction pick. But anyways, that's all I received from my book box. Moving on to the other books that I received this month. So for the first time ever, I decided to do in books for trade. I've seen this hashtag on many occasions via Twitter, but for some reason I just never really had the chance to, participate in it. And I've always, whenever I finish books, I usually just give them away because I don't have space on my bookshelves, period. I only keep the ones that I really love, and everything else that is like 4-star and below, I end up just giving them away via giveaways. So this time I decided, you know what, before I do that, let me first see if there's any other people who are interested in trading these books. And I basically traded 2 of my books for 2 other books, and honestly there's always so much risk going involved into this, that like, what if they don't send you the books, or what if the copies they give you are so shitty, or they're just like not up to par. So I was kind of hesitant about it, but at the end of the day I was like, you know what, at least my books will go to someone who enjoy books. Otherwise I probably wouldn't be, trading for books on Twitter. So I figured that at least is something that I'm okay with, So anyways, the first book that I traded was, or that I received, was The School for Good and Evil by Soman Chainani. So I'm actually not really sure what this book is about. I just saw it looked really interesting and someone said it was really good, a fellow YouTuber, so I figured I'd just check it out. But according to this back flap, it says,
this year, best friends Sophie and Agatha will discover what it is to be a student at the fabled School for Good and Evil, where ordinary boys and girls are trained to be fairy tale heroes and villains. For pink dresses, glass slippers, and devotion to good deeds, Sophie knows she'll earn top marks at the School for Good and graduate a Storybrooke princess. Meanwhile, Agatha, with her shapeless black frocks, wicked pet cat, and dislike of nearly everyone, seems a natural fit for the School of Evil. But when the 2 girls are swept into the endless woods, they find their fortunes reversed. Sophie's dumped in the School of Evil to take uglification, death curses, and henchman training, while Agatha finds herself in the School for Good, among handsome princes and fair maidens in princess etiquette and animal communication. But what if the mistake is actually the first clue to discovering who Sophie and Agatha really are?
So this book sounds really interesting, kind of funny actually, so I'm pretty excited for this one. And then the last book that I received during this month, like I only received 4 books, and the second book that I received from the Books for Trade, by the same person by the way, is Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick. And this book, I actually really wanted to read this one from the author, mainly because I like the Hush Hush Saga series, so I was pretty excited to see what this one is in store. And plus I like books. As much as I like series, I really appreciate much more when they're standalones, because then I can just read it and the story is done, instead of having to wait like year after year or like many years for the next series or for the next book. So this one looks pretty good. I'm pretty excited for this one. And honestly, I'm not really sure what this book's about. I had this book as like a to read on my Goodreads list for a very long time, and it's by this author that I like, so I figured it couldn't hurt for me to pick it up. But according to this flap here, it says,
sometimes danger is hard to see until it's too late. So apparently it seems that Britt has trained to backpack to Teton Range, but she isn't prepared when her ex-boyfriend, who still haunts her every thought, wants to join her. Before Britt can explore her feelings for Calvin, an unexpected blizzard forces her to seek shelter in a remote cabin and accept the hospitality of its 2 very handsome occupants. But these men are fugitives, and they take her hostage.
Oh, this sounds really good actually.
In exchange for her life, Britt agrees to guide the men off the mountain. As they set off, Britt knows she must stay alive long enough for Calvin to find her. Things get even more complicated when Britt finds chilling evidence of a series of murders that took place on that very mountain, a discovery that may make her the killer's next target. But nothing is as it seems in the mountains, and everyone is keeping secrets, including Mason, one of her kidnappers. His kindness is confusing. Is he an enemy or an ally? Black Ice is New York Times best-selling author Becca Fitzpatrick's riveting romantic thriller set against the treacherous backdrop of the Tetons of Wyoming. Falling in love should never be this dangerous.
So yeah, I was pretty right in terms of whether or not I find this interesting, so I'm really excited to pick this one up. So anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoy my book haul video, and if you like this video, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you. Bye.